Christian and me, we were the project managers long time ago. It's about 18 months ago when those projects finished. So we're gonna provide you a little bit an insight in those projects, what were the results. And we're also gonna have some FAQ in the end, some 5 minutes. So if you have questions, just bring them up and we discuss them together. So for the next minutes, I'm going to hand over to Christian and he's going to lead you through the agenda. We have some nicely things presented for you. Please enjoy.
Have my own. Thank you very much, Peter. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming here, coming so numerous. There's even a camera. I should have checked the makeup, I think. How many of you know Mammut? Okay. I've just been advised that we're the only English speakers here today. I'm very sorry. Came a long way from Switzerland over here, and my Dutch isn't so fluently. Okay, what we are going to present to you today about Mammut and the project with Unic. I have a few words about the company, for those who don't know it, about our business. I'll have a look then back at the past for what I see as a starting point of our whole online communication activities. We go into action then, what steps were necessary, what did we do, a few results, and a few words about the future. And then, in the very end, Peter Zwyssig is giving you a special opportunity today, a chance to win something from Unic. All right, Mammut. Our claim is absolute alpine, and we really believe that hardly any other company can credibly claim to be as alpine as we are. We are situated in the very heart of Switzerland, and we're going to celebrate our 150th birthday in 2 years. So everything began quite some time ago as a very small rope manufacturer, and in 2012, we're going to celebrate our 150th birthday. A few facts and figures. We're in development, production and distribution of alpine and outdoor products. We're one of the leading brands in the outdoor sports industry. The scope of assortment includes about 800 different products, from backpacks to sleeping bags, from ropes to technical footwear. We have the whole apparel range, and we're changing our collections 2 times a year. So there's a winter and a summer collection. Mammut is headquartered in Seon, Switzerland, and we're part of the Conzeta holding. It's a big industry holding, a worldwide industry holding, headquartered in Zurich. The whole research, development, and design is still made in Switzerland. We have a production of ropes in Switzerland, and we have furnishers from Europe, and for the very technical clothing, Gore-Tex and everything, it's more and more the Far East, China, basically. Our turnover is about 200 million, roughly, Swiss francs. And there's about 350 employees worldwide working for us, whereas 230 approximately in Switzerland. The whole Mammut Sports Group contains 2 different brands now. It was 3. Toko is manufacturing ski wax, and Reichle was our former footwear brand, and we've included that during the last summer into Mammut, so it's now Mammut Footwear. We have intense market activities in the whole Alp region, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, France, but also Benelux, Norway, UK, Japan, Korea, and the US. Other important B markets then are the Eastern Europe, Spain, Sweden, the Czech Republic, and a few other countries. There's no direct sales to our customers. We're selling the whole products on a B2B basis to specialized dealer and retail stores. Those dealers, of course, from time to time have their own online shop as well. If you have a look at the channels, there's basically the retailers we've grown up with. There's shop-in-shops. We have our own Mammut stores on a franchising model. And there's specialty stores in mountaineering. On the online side, we do have our websites, and we have quite a large online community portal. I'm going to have a few words about this later. What we're facing with Mammut is a very classical channel conflict. We have been growing with our specialized dealers, and there is quite no way to go into direct B2C sales for us at the moment. By the way, the screenshot is a fake. We don't have a Dutch website yet. Thanks to Google, I couldn't have made it here. Instead of telling you what we can't do at the moment, let me rather tell you what we do at the moment in online communications. Let me tell you about brand loyalty and how we integrate our customers into our cross-media communication. And let me also show you briefly, Peter will have a word of this, how these activities have developed over the last years. A short look back into the past at what I see as the very starting point of our online activities. In winter 2006, this 85-year-old lady claimed that she wanted to climb Mount Everest together with her dachshund. And she announced it on her website, marywoodbridge.co.uk, and she asked all our competitors, the whole media, for sponsoring. The old lady wasn't very fond of camping, so she said she wants to make a direct route onto Mount Everest, no camping at all. And what happened then was that the media just got crazy about the story. So Mary and Daisy made it into news worldwide, and the whole mountaineering community asked itself if it was just very astonishing or completely crazy. Of course, the whole story was a fake. We, in a second phase, branded it with our logo and the warning that equipment this good could cause a loss of common sense. The campaign was a huge success. We've had about 130,000 visitors only on that very small Woodbridge website. As I said, we had media clippings, we had the Kronenzeitung, the Bahrain Tribune, NU.nl, and hundreds of clippings. We quite won some awards, Art Directors Club, Marketing Trophy, Eddie, and we've left quite a speechless mountaineering community with this project. But the very best thing was that our company realized that the internet rocks. It's not only fun, it can also work. And the very best thing was the proof that our core target group, which is normally quite immune to traditional advertising, is highly internet affine. Okay, may I hand over to you, Peter? He's going telling you about our next steps.
Thanks. So this was the really question when Mammut had some ideas what they could do, but not really know what exactly they are going to do next. So they knew they have a potential outside, but how to realize them. And this is when Unic, the wrong one, sorry. Yes, this is when Unic came in. Unic is an internet solution partner. We have more than 180 people working in Amsterdam, Bern, Vienna, and Zurich. And we specialize for multi-channel PIMs and multi-channel campaigns and online marketing and distribution. So we were talking about and saying, look, you have so many channels going on the other side, so having newsletters, having websites, having online portals, everything. And on the other side, you have your product data, and you somehow need to communicate those product data in a really efficient way to your customers. So this is when we came off with the solution of Hybris and providing a really stable core where we just are able to maintain all the data we're going to communicate outside in the market. So it's not an ERP thing, so you have just an internal view on data. It's a communication profile database you can really use to provide all data to the market. So with this system, Mammut is now really able to have the multi-channel, multi-language PIM. Right now, they are serving 6 different versions, 6 different country versions with 3 different languages for multi-brands. And if we take a look now how this looks like, so we have one basic system, and we feed all the internet sites for all the brands from one central system. So the product manager is just maintaining data in this system, and it gets distributed automatically here. So this was a really, really important step for Mammut in order to be efficient, to be more reliable, to have synchronized information on all channels, and to provide the correct information to his community. Maybe just something that Christian said in the beginning, those products, they have a really big safety aspect. So it's really important, and you can say, this rope is safe, and you need to say how you need to use it. So that's really important. So this is the system and the normal website, so nothing really, really, really special. It makes the processes easier. It's good for retailing. They have all the information, but the question was, Mammut is a little bit more than that. Mammut is much more than that. Mammut is this. This is really when people coming together and having this attitude. And how this is used now, Christian is going to show, this is this brand community. And he's going to tell you how this brand community is done online.
Thank you, Peter. So in our eyes, communication with Mammut absolutely had to be 2 sides and had to integrate our end consumers. So it's going to be much more than simple broadcasting on a website. The PIM needed to be completed with social media activities. So together with our advertising agency and Unic as our partner, we have created the concept of test events. And the idea basically was to do a weekend, a combination of workshop, fun, and also to create a very special key visual for the next and upcoming season. We've integrated in the online platform a blog, for example. Here you can see that people, for instance, are talking about what should be served as food on the next test event. We were then also putting newsletters out, raising the excitement on the next test event. And the very first test event we did it with our own employees. So to test the whole concept, about 60 employees of Mammut went up to the Bernina Alps to test our new sleeping bags. And the famous alpine photographer, Robert Bush, was taking a picture, our new key visual, and it was -15 degrees. The next sujet then was our new alpine underwear out of our community. We've selected 200 end consumers which were posing for us on the Eiger Glacier in our new alpine underwear. As for the next part, we took 30 mountain guides up to the Kleine Kameel on the Furka Pass to show our new footwear. Then again, it was the end consumers. From about 3,000 candidates, we could choose again 200 Mammut fans for a weekend in Switzerland. So it's skiing workshop and always creating a new key visual. And then afterwards, those key visuals are used for our new flyers. So we really integrated in a cross-media strategy. Then for the next shooting, we took our dealers, testing our new backpacks, hanging them into a large granite wall. And so, of course, all the social medias are involved. People are exchanging themselves on Facebook, Twitter, Flickr. They're sharing their impressions with Mammut with us. Let me have a few words about the results. So besides a huge online community we're looking at now, we can say that we were successful. So there's not only a major increase on our websites and a much longer average time on the site, we've been also been awarded the most significant prize you can get in Switzerland for online projects for both the website and the community, the test event campaign. We've also won the Swiss Marketing Prize, a very, very important prize for us. So besides a constant turnover increase over the last years, we've also been rewarded this prize. By the way, that's not me as our CEO, but I've been very happy that our online activities were especially underlined by the jury as being important for the whole marketing.
Ja, es gibt jetzt ein Bild aus dieser Inseraten-Kampagnenreihe von der Mammut. Das zentrale Element ist, dass immer sehr viele Leute beteiligt sind und da sind Situationen, die ungewöhnlich sind, die überraschend sind. Und nach der Schlafsack-Sujet und der Unterwäsche-Sujet wäre jetzt eben das Schuh-Sujet angesagt, auf dem sogenannten Kamel, auf dem linken, auf dem kleinen Kamel.
It is very clear that we have to solve this channel conflict. We have to go into the B2C online shop. But before we do that, we're launching now a B2B portal and shop for our dealers. Finally, if I might say so. We're doing new language and country versions. We're doing Japanese now, Korean, Norwegian. And there's a slight adaptation of our whole communication concept. We are shifting some money from the classical print and advertising into the new medias. We're constantly shifting, we're constantly growing on this channel. We're going into mobile marketing as well. We did a safety app for the iPhone, so you can better analyze the situation with avalanches. We're expanding, of course, our brand community furthermore, and we're going more into the whole social media marketing. There's a lot more to do there, and we're certainly going to invest more in this channel. Before we do a short question and answer, Peter is having something for you.
As you saw, it's more bringing the customer and the product in the middle of the communication and only the product itself. So it's a lot about storytelling, it's about being more interactive, changing the way you communicate to the customers. So for example, doing more kind of integrated communication. If somebody is going from one-to-many communication to one-to-one communication, as Mammut now did, they get a lot of posts on Facebook and then need to know now how they interact on that. If somebody's telling, hey, product is good or it's not so good, you need to do something with this energy created in this specific moment. And that's really important also for the culture, that you learn how you change the way you communicate. So it's getting a little bit more difficult for the company. They need to make experience, and Mammut is a good case to show how they started in 2007, how they gained the experience and how they're getting better every year.